I'm just wondering, 2022, would Ted Bundy's tactics work? Would you get caught?
Hey everybody, I'm just going to do a little compilation of the weird triggering TikToks that I have come across today. And I will watch them and then I will give my response to thing we just watched. Okay. Let's do it. And like and subscribe. I got to tell y'all every single time. Clearly you ain't doing it.
Well, what I'm wondering is, in 2022, would Ted Bundy's tactics still work? So we're saying a semi-attractive man, I mean, you can call him a 10 if you want, or call him a 6, he's definitely not a 2. Semi-attractive man walks up to you kind of in a public-y area, maybe his arm is in the sling, or he's got the cast on, and all he simply does is say, can you help me carry this to my car? I mean, would you? With all that we know now here in 2022, would you give him a chance? Or if he came up to you as an authority figure, I feel like that one wouldn't work as much, because now with the internet and stuff, I just think people are more cautious over fake cops. But the hurt guy, the women are really nice, you guys are caring and nice. And I'm just wondering, in 2022, would Ted Bundy's tactics work? Would you get caught? All right.
That is a good and funny question. Short answer would be no, it wouldn't work, because girls are rude these days. They don't want to help nobody. They're going to call you weak, call you a pussy. They're going to say, oh my God, he's so weak. Don't nobody want no weak ass man. No, in all honesty, it would work just like back in the day. Some people would, some people wouldn't. There's always those people who would stop and help, but I mean, me personally, I'm not helping a man put things into his vehicle. Now, the reason why is because I'm not trying to be knocked over the head and shoved into a vehicle. That's why I'm not going to stand close to the getaway vehicle. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to walk around the long way in the opposite direction said thing is pointing. I'm going to already be ready to run in opposite direction the car is pointing, so that you're going to have to U-turn, nigga, to get back to me. And by then, it's going to be like I never existed. Like a ghost. Boom. Ain't no way in the world. Absolutely not. If your hand is in a sling, you got this far with that sling. You came out with a sling and nobody to help you. Nigga, you must have thought you had it in control. I believe in you. You do it yourself, okay? But there are some people probably who would fall for it. So short answer is yes and no. There is no actual. It's literally just the same people. The same type of people that would have helped back then. Same type of people who would have helped now. Not this gal. Not this one. Absolutely fucking not. That is a very good question, though. I like that question. That was a fun question. I hope you do another question. I like it. I liked it a lot.
You see this, run. If you see money in your windshield, you need to run away fast. They're trying to get you to get out of your car and grab the money. If you see this, you need to get in your car some other way. This is a sign that this is probably laced with something. People's hands have gone numb. They have passed out. It is a trick. Do not touch this. If you see this, they have labeled this. This is what they're labeling. They're saying this is a woman who is alone, that someone has been watching you. They see you're alone. They think you're vulnerable. You need to go home and you need to cut this off. This is meant to pause you so that someone from underneath the car can cut your Achilles heel, and so that you're distracted. It gives them enough time to get to you. See, this one looks the most innocent, but you're going to notice this one. It's going to be placed here after you're already in your car. Their goal is to get you out of your car. You just want to check your surroundings, okay? Because there's so many different ways for people to get you. They don't want to get out of your car and be texting. You don't want to go to your car and be texting. You need to be, as women, you need to be aware of your surroundings.
Okay, so first of all, it's just weird because all of the things are done to her car. She's I'm starting to make me think that you did it. If I see this shit on my car, first thing I'm gonna think is this chick from TikTok. She wore a hat, officer, and her pants were pulled up really high, officer. It was her who done it. They're putting stuff on your door, putting money under your windshield wiper, putting stuff underneath of the car so they could cut your Achilles heel. First of all, who turns around backwards to pick up something that would be behind them? You see the way she turned around? That did not really look correct. Like, ain't nobody Achilles heel gonna be pointed towards the car while they're digging to get something from under the car. If anything, they're gonna cut the front of your fucking heel, like in the front of your foot or your ankle. So that didn't make any sense. She made that shit up. She don't watch too many horror films. It just seems like a lot to be doing. The impression that I get from this is, God, these dudes is really out here putting in some hard work trying to bag some bitches, ain't they? By any means necessary, I guess. I don't know. Ugh.
Things humans were never meant to see. This is one of the scariest video online. Experiment shows how intense radiation heat can leave behind a shadow. After a few days, man died, but they said it had nothing to do with this experiment.
Now hold up. So they blasted this man standing up against this wall with radiation to see if the shadow would stay. And then they say he died 2 days later, but it ain't got nothing to do with this though. Man, hold up. That dude look like yay. Even the shadow looks like yay, does it not? That is Kanye. Y'all need to quit it out. Cut it out. That's Kanye West at a concert or something. That's what we just witnessed. I hope.
So now we are seeing kids that are identifying as animals going to school, and they are purring instead of answering questions. And the teachers are not allowed to question it because it's considered a queer identity.
I saw that one coming. I mean, who's shocked by that? Who is shocked? Raise your hand if you're shocked by that. Put your hand down, you liar. Use a lie. We've seen this one coming. I say it all the time, trying to be funny. I identify as a unicorn. And here they are. They actually identify as a mythical creature if they want to. And, you know, it's like the word identify as is seen as inside of the queer identity is what I guess is what they're calling it now, I guess, according to she or they. I'm not sure. Not trying to offend whatever I'm looking at here. I think it's a she. I think that's just a lady. I could be wrong. I don't know. Ain't it funny how just being wrong, not because you don't know, like literally ignorance you can be crucified for ignorance. For not being psychic, basically. You're crucified for not having psychic abilities. I'm not shocked at all. The kids are wearing furry costumes and now they can purr and not answer questions. Hey, let them be stupid. If they want to be dumb, let them be dumb. If they don't want to learn nothing, let them not learn nothing. It'll show up later.
The movie The Matrix is not science fiction. It's a documentary. Every human, and it's a fact, every human first 7 years is download hypnosis. The brain of a child under 7 is in a lower vibrational frequency. When you put wires on a person's head, you read electroencephalograph, reading brain activity. A child below 7 has a lower vibration than consciousness. It's called theta. Theta is imagination. Oh, that's how kids play a tea party with mud pies, but to them it's a real thing. A kid rides a broom, it's a horse. That's theta, imagination. Theta is also hypnosis. And the idea is this: before you can become conscious, if you don't have any programs, what are you going to be conscious of?
Oh, I like that. That shit is real. I would tell you, I tell this story all the time about when I was a kid. I used to have these 2 pom-poms. I had a green one and a white one. And I would take the white one and put it on a plate, and it was supposed to be my spaghetti pasta, like the noodles. And then I put the green one on top, and it was supposed to be like the sauce, you know, because I was like obsessed with green eggs and ham. It's like my favorite first book, green eggs and ham. That shit looks so good to me. But I would sit and play and pretend to eat this. I would put it up against my lips and everything, and I would be full. In my mind, I would have eaten. Yeah, that imagination is something else, honey. Mine's still a little bit more active than I think it should be at this point.
I went to Starbucks for the rich. Let me show you how it's different from a regular Starbucks and how much it costs to have breakfast here. So first of all, it is a very beautiful space. They have 3 floors, they have a coffee bar where you can try the different cocktails. They have very special coffee beans here and a great selection of food. I went for a latte, a croissant, and a frittata. Frittata is this fancy omelet. Honestly, food and coffee taste so much better here, and I really appreciate how they served my frittata as if I'm at a restaurant. The atmosphere is amazing. I was having breakfast and looking outside at the window, enjoying Chelsea in New York. My total was $25. If you have a chance, visit it in New York. I think it's pretty cool.
Starbucks for the rich. I thought it was going to be like $200 or something. I mean, I was expecting a little more. 25 for like, I mean, you had the coffee, you had the frittata, and you had the little, whatever the other thing was, the croissant. Had the croissant. I mean, my poor man's Starbucks be like $5 just for my drink. So, I mean, what, $10 for each of those other things? And that's a rich man's Starbucks, I guess. I don't know. I was expecting a little more price on that there thing. That sounds like that would be attainable for most people. And is that really what it's called, the rich man's Starbucks? Or is that just the Starbucks headquarters or some shit? Like, what is that? Like, I'm unimpressed is what I'm saying. I'm unimpressed.